Get ready, Lions fans, because the latest moves in Detroit are making waves. Brad Holmes, Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, and even the Philadelphia Eagles are at the center of an unexpected shift in the NFL. And if that already sounds surprising, the situation involving Jameson Williams might be even more intriguing. A rumor is circulating that could completely change the future of the Lions' offense. You won't want to miss a single detail. Hit the like button and let's get into the video. Believe it or not, Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions played a huge role in Saquon Barkley's massive payday. Yes, I know it sounds crazy since Barkley doesn't even play for the Lions, but Detroit's influence on this shift in the running back market is hard to ignore. It all started back in the 2023 draft, when the Lions selected Jahmyr Gibbs with the 12th overall pick. It was one of those moments where analysts and fans worldwide simply couldn't believe what they were seeing. A running back in the top 12? In 2023? The criticism was brutal. The pick was slammed, and Holmes was called crazy for ignoring the so-called positional value of the running back position. But now, it looks like Detroit was just one step ahead of everyone. Gibbs made a massive impact the moment he stepped into the NFL. In his rookie season, he proved he was worth every bit of that pick, and in his second year, he took it to another level. He broke the franchise record for most touchdowns by a second-year running back and led the entire league with a ridiculous 20 TDs. Not to mention that his backfield partner David Montgomery also shined, racking up over 900 rushing yards after being cut by the Bears. This duo completely redefined the value of running backs in the NFL. The narrative that the position was worthless? Gone. There was even that famous Zoom meeting among the league's RBs to discuss their devaluation. But what Detroit did proved that things were changing. And now? Everybody wants to copy the Lions. Last month at the Senior Bowl, Jim Nagy, the game's executive director, talked about exactly that. Teams are trying to build complementary backfields like Detroit's, featuring a running back duo capable of transforming an offense. The domino effect has already begun. The Philadelphia Eagles opened their wallets to bring in Barkley because they want the same dynamic Detroit created. And don't be surprised if more teams start spending big on running backs again. It looks like the era of undervalued RBs might be coming to an end, and Detroit was the spark that ignited this fire. So, what do you think? Did Detroit actually change the way the NFL views running backs? Drop your thoughts in the comments. But now, speaking of changes, the next news is a rumor no one saw coming, and it could directly impact the Lions' offense. Trade rumors always pop up this time of year, but this one seems pretty unlikely.
Salary cap analyst Michael Gennady from Spotrac suggested that the Detroit Lions could consider trading Jameson Williams this offseason. Yes, the same Williams who had a spectacular 2024 season and finally showed why he was a first-round pick. Gennady's logic is that the wide receiver market is weak in both free agency and the draft, so the Lions could sell high and get a strong return for Williams. He still has $3 million guaranteed for 2025, and a decision on his fifth-year option is approaching. The idea is that if a team is willing to pay a high price, Detroit should at least listen. But let's be real, this is almost impossible to happen. Williams finally had his breakout season, recording 58 receptions, 1,001 yards, and 7 touchdowns in 15 games. He became a crucial piece of the offense, and with Ben Johnson leaving his role as offensive coordinator, the Lions won't want to shake up their offensive structure even more. Now, of course, Williams isn't a perfect player. He still has some off-field concerns, like a 2-game suspension for performance-enhancing substances and an incident involving an unregistered gun mount. But none of that seems significant enough for the Lions to even consider moving him. The only way this happens is if a team comes in with a ridiculous offer, something close to a king's ransom, as Gennady put it. But let's be honest, what team would be willing to pay that much? In the end, this speculation seems more like a creative idea than something actually realistic. If Detroit even considers this move, they could end up making a huge mistake. Jameson Williams has finally proven his value, and letting him go now feels like a risky move. But is there a team willing to pay a high enough price? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on your favorite team.